Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Penguin, and today I have a really cool video for you guys. Since the NFL season is about to begin, already in the preseason, and fantasy is right around the corner, and I'm dying for football. I want fantasy to come so bad. I'm ready for the draft. I'm ready for everything. I thought it'd be fun to make a little NFL teams tier list maker. So, as you guys can see, there's some categories here. We got elite, good, decent, meh, and trash. I'm gonna go ahead and say I am a Falcons fan, so hopefully that bias won't go, into the rankings anywhere. But oops. But anyways, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and get into it. All right. So we're gonna do this in order. We're not gonna do it by ranks first. We're just gonna go in order right here. And for the Bears, all right. So looking at the Bears roster here. Yeah, looking at the Bears roster here, it's kind of not the best. They got the quarterback situations up in the air. Montgomery's a beast. They got a pretty good run game. Robinson's one of the best receivers in the league. Goodwin's pretty fast. Ridley's pretty good. Mooney's very, very underrated. Um, let's see. Komet has the potential to be a good tight end this year. Got a decent O-line. But obviously, everybody knows the defense is where it's at. And when you got like a stacked defense like this, you got Roquan Smith up and coming. Khalil Mack anchoring the pass rush. Pretty decent secondary. It's a pretty good team actually. So I'm gonna put him at I'm gonna put him at decent because we don't know the quarterback situation. Alright, so for the Buccaneers, I mean we pretty much know this team. This team's legitimate. I mean they just won the Super Bowl obviously. You got Brady and the crew, Brady and friends. You got everybody returning from the Super Bowl team, Super Bowl roster. You got a really, really good defense. I'm not going to waste much time on this. I mean, it's kind of obvious. So for the Falcons, I don't know about Matt Ryan. Mike Davis had a pretty good year last year. Ridley's the bright spot. Zacchaeus and Gage are both underrated. Pitts could be a beast. Hayden Hurst could be pretty good too. Decent but young O-line. Defense is absolutely horrible. Oluwakin's probably the best, honestly. Deion Jones is up there, but I think Oluwakin's a little bit under Jones. Jones is probably better, but anyways, looking at this team, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's trash, but it's meh. Offense might save us, might help us out a little bit. Alright, so looking at the Browns, I honestly think they're Super Bowl contenders. I think they're locked to win the the AFC North. I mean, the run game. Everybody knows the run game. Probably one of maybe the best offensive line in the league. Two of the best running backs in the league. I think they're a really good quarterback in Mayfield. Beckham's coming back. Landry's coming back. They got picked up Clowney. Got Garrett. Like it's just a good. It's a really solid team. Even Denzel Ward. But it's a really solid team. The only question is Odell back? Is that gonna hurt him? I don't think it will. They did do better without him, but I don't think when you take a talent out like OBJ, it just makes your team worse when he comes back. As long as they don't force feed it and just play the run game, I think they'll be okay. So, that being said, I'm gonna put them at elite. I honestly think they're Super Bowl contenders. All right, so for the Seahawks, they have an explosive offense. You got Wilson, Metcalf, Lockett, horrible O line, and honestly, I'm not big on the defense. I like Bobby Wagner, but I'm not a big Jamal Adams person. I think Quandre Diggs is more significant than Jamal Adams. So that being said, that's because they have Russell Wilson. I'm gonna put him at good. You always have a chance when you have Russell Wilson, so I think that's fair. All right, Lions they're not that good. It's just a young team, honestly. Swift's second year. Hawkinson's up and coming. Got a decent O line. They just don't have any playmakers. I mean, Tyrell Williams, Perriman, they're good, but let's be real, they're not explosive. They're not gonna win you games, I don't think. Um, got defense is okay, nothing crazy. Young cornerback, nothing too impressive there, honestly. I'm gonna put them at trash just because I think they're rebuilding. I think everybody knows that. I think it's kind of obvious. Alright, so for the Cowboys, it's an interesting one. If they could stay healthy, I think they could be elite. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think Prescott's an elite quarterback. Elliott had a bad year, but I think he'll bounce back with the healthy O line. I actually had them winning the NFC East. Cooper, Elliott, they got playmakers everywhere, man. Lamb, Gallup, Jarwin's not the worst tight end. You got a fast defense with Lawrence and Van Der Esch, Smith, Parsons. Like that linebacker core is scary. Secondary is the only question, but I think they'll be okay. I'm actually gonna put them in. This is tough. I'll put them in good. I think they're about the same with the Seahawks. I do think they're gonna win the NFC East. All right, so for Washington, they got some good fantasy players on offense, but that's about it. I mean, Fitzpatrick, I don't think he's the answer. Gibson's a good fantasy player. McLaurin's a good receiver. Same thing with Samuel. The line's okay. It's decent. Scherf is the bright spot. Everyone knows the defense is really where it's at. I mean, they got an amazing pass rush, but I just don't know if it's enough to carry the offense. But that being said, I'll put them at decent. I think they'll be decent. It's kind of like the Bears actually with the defense and the offense situation. We're just gonna have to see with some of the new quarterbacks on the team, see how they fit in. But we know the defense is gonna be great. So yeah. So when we look at the Cardinals, a lot of people are saying they're gonna go really far this year. I mean, you got Murray, should have a breakout year. Edmonds is great. Connors is a good little backup. You obviously got like this might be one of the best wide receiver cores if Green can prove himself, and then you got Kirk. I mean, Isabella's so fast. Moore is not that bad. Hopkins obviously, decent O line. They did pick up Rodney Hudson, that was huge, and I think they picked up Beecham if I'm not mistaken. The defense is, it's really solid. Buda Baker, one of the best safeties in the league. Byron Murphy's an amazing cornerback. Obviously picked up J.J. Watt. And you got Chandler Jones, Simmons. So this is actually, the more I'm talking about him, the more, I could see him going high. But I don't see him being elite. I do see him being, oh, sorry. I see him being very good. I think they're really on that border right there. I wish I could put him right there. But I'm going to put him at good just because the NFC West is so tough. I mean, all the NFC West teams could honestly win the division. So we're gonna put them at good just because I think they're good. I think they're very good actually, but I don't think they're elite yet. All right, next up we got the Eagles. Right here. This has got a really young team. I'm gonna be honest. Fletcher Cox, one of the best defensive tackles in the league. I think Brandon Graham's lost a step. I think the secondary is pretty bad. Anthony Harris is pretty good. Slade's okay, but he's kind of on the decline. They got some young receivers that I'm excited to see with Rager and Devontae Smith especially. Not real big on Miles Sanders. Hurts is gonna have to prove himself. God is pretty good. I said they still got the right side of their line right here is really really good. I'm gonna put them in. Honestly, this year though, they're probably with the Falcons. I'll put them at meh. They'll probably no, they're more like the Lions. They'll be like trash probably. I'm not gonna lie, unless Hurts can just really blow me away, which I don't see happening. So they're gonna go in trash. Alright, so looking at the Dolphins, I like this team. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Myles Gaskin a lot. I like Tua. He was not injured this year. He's got some weapons. We're gonna see with Parker, Fuller, Waddle, Preston Williams is really good. Um, Offensive line could be a question for sure. The defense, obviously, Xavier Howard's the best. Byron Jones is really good too. Eric Rowe. They got a pretty good secondary. But this is in. I don't know about this, but we'll see. I don't think they'll be trash though. I think they have too many good playmakers to be trash, especially Jazeki. I didn't even mention him. One of the best tight ends probably in this top 10 tight end next year, I think. So that being said, they're like the Falcons. They're just meh. Okay, so I just figured out that I can make Moros. So yeah, we're gonna um we're gonna move some stuff. I'm gonna move this right here. Oh, I messed this up. Um, okay, so we're gonna move it. Move this right here. Honestly, Cowboys have the potential to be very good. It just depends on the defense. But yeah, okay, cool. All right, so next that's the Patriots. Patriots. A lot of people are big on the Patriots for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not sold on Newton, and I'm not sold on any of the running backs. And I love Sony Michel being a Georgia fan. Like Nelson Aguilar was really good, but hey, like there's just no weapons. And the tight ends, I mean, they're just gonna have to, unless they just pound the ball like constantly, 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 behind a decent O line, and Cam doesn't turn it over, and the tight ends get some play action catches. Like I just don't see Gilmore's okay. I mean, not okay. He's really good, obviously. McCourty's awesome. I just don't see it. I don't know why a lot of people are big on him. I'm actually gonna put them in the meh category. All right, so for the Jags, they're so young, man. I mean, Lawrence is that guy. I really do think he'll be the best quarterback in the league one day. Etienne, I loved him at Clemson. I think this three right here is an amazing trio. I really like Chark. I like Jones. I like and Chenault's okay. He got some weapons. I mean, he's got some weapons. O lines, I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's the worst. I don't think he's gonna get killed like Russell Wilson does. They have Josh Allen. They got Miles Jack. It's still lacking on defense though. I just think it's such a young team that honestly they'll probably be trash this year. Even though I really like them all, but I think they'll be trash. All right, so for the Vikings, I like this team actually. I like Cousins. I'm a Cousins believer. I like Cook. Honestly, it's another good trio right here. Even Amir Abdullah. Justin Jefferson's solid. D.D. Westbrook, I like him. Thielen, I think, is on the decline, but he's still gonna put up numbers. Irv Smith's not bad. I think that the O line's lacking a lot. Um, they got a really good secondary. Peterson's old, but he still gets it done somehow. He does get burnt sometimes in man coverage, but you still got Smith and Xavier Woods, two really great safeties. Barr is amazing. Kendricks is awesome. I like Dalvin Tomlinson too. I think they got a pretty solid team. I think this is a good team right here. I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them in the. I'll put them in the decent, not even good. I think they're more along these lines. I think this is. I think that's fitting. I think they're more along these lines. I could see them having all these three teams having the same records. For the Steelers, I love Najee Harris, but the only thing is he's got to run behind this O line, and I don't think that's gonna help him out. I like these receivers. I love the trio with Johnson, Schuster, Claypool, one of the best trios in the league. I don't think Big Ben has it anymore. Honestly, I'm not a believer. T.J. Watt's amazing. Devin Bush is amazing. Joe Hayden's really really good. Fitzpatrick's elite. I think this team's gonna get carried by their defense, but their offense is good. I like Ebron a lot too. I think he's a good catching tight end, receiving tight end. I'm gonna put them at decent also. All right, so the Packers, I think they could be NFC favorites. Honestly, Rodgers is that guy. I love Tunyon, one of my favorite tight ends in the league. Receivers, Randall Cobb came back, Funchess, like they're pretty deep. Like they're all decent. Like besides Adams, which is top two receiver in the league, maybe top three. They have decent receivers, but it's still deep if that makes sense. They still have Lazard, Cobb, Funchess, um, and MVS and St. Brown. They're deep at receiver. They're actually really deep, but like the depth is just average if that makes sense. Like average players, but really deep. Anyways, I think they have a really good O line, especially David Bakhtiari. Um, the defense is really good too. Kevin King in the NFC Championship. But besides that, I even like the Georgia pickup. Eric Stokes, really fast corner, and I like Josh Jackson a lot. You know, top two cornerback in the league behind Ramsey. I think Alexander is good pass rushers. Campbell's pretty fast. Um, they got a good team. I think this is an elite team up there with the Buccaneers. Honestly. All right, the Raiders. They got a good team. I like Derek Carr. He's average, I think. I think he's worse than Kirk Cousins, but he's still okay. Jacobs, I like a lot. They got some decent receivers. I like Ruggs. He's just really fast, obviously. Renfro's pretty good slot. Zay Jones is pretty good. Adds for depth. Brian Edwards is good. John Brown's really good. And Snead. They got some good receivers, actually. Um, Darren Waller, top 3 tight end in the game easily. Pretty good O-line, even the rookie. They did get rid of Hudson, and yeah. Defense is average. It's just an average team that has some playmakers. So that being said, I think they're just decent. I think that's fitting. I think they kind of all fit this. Defenses like they have all these teams have like average offense, average offense. Most team, yeah, average offense. Average offense, average defense, but they get carried by the other half. They get carried by the offense, carried by defense, 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 defense. So, well, actually, these Vikings are interesting. They don't get carried. There's more of each part is like slightly above average. It's kind of weird, but they're decent. All right, looking at the Bills, this team is really stacked. Actually, individually, I don't think they're stacked. I just think these connections, the Allen, the Diggs connection's insane. McKenzie's pretty good. He's pretty fast, pretty shifty too. I like Sanders and Beasley. They got a good little trio right here. Um, Dawson Knox, I think he's really underrated tight end. You got a pretty good O line. Defense is, I think it's lacking. Got a really good secondary with White, Poyer, and Hyde, but it's okay. It's one of the teams that gets carried by the offense, but the offense is so good, and they have an MVP candidate. They got to be elite. All right, for the Ravens, it seems really interesting because most of their points are just from ground and pound by committee. Dobbins, Edwards, everybody's going to get the ball. Jackson's going to run it. It's just not the strongest at all. Wide receivers are absolutely lacking, but they still kind of score in weird ways. They score in really weird ways. Andrews is top 4 tight end in the league, probably 4th best. Boyle's pretty good too. They got a pretty good O-line. I like the O-line a lot. I like the Villanueva pickup and the Ben Cleveland. They got a pretty good O-line. I'll give it to them. Defense is okay. It's just okay. They got some ball hawks. Campbell's really solid, but I just think it's okay. That being said, they just have Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's the best pass thrower. I don't think he's the most accurate, but the way they play real physical and they're real scrappy. I like them a lot. I think they're in the good. I think it kind of fit around here. I think that's pretty fitting. The big questions, Winston and Hill. I think Winston's that guy. I know it sounds really funny and stupid, but he got the the LASIK eye surgery, I believe. So I think he'll be much better. I think he needed a change of scenery, some mentorship. I think he'll be solid. I like Kamara a lot, obviously. Smith, Smith. But Thomas injured for a lot of the season. I don't know. I just think it's just a weird team. You got a good O-line. Defense is very, very solid. Secondary, front seven. It's a really good defense. That being said, I don't know. I could see this being a decent or a meh team, honestly. Um, just because, the defense no, actually, I can't even do that. I'm still gonna put them in meh, just because they don't have any. Let's go back. The receivers are so lacking. Callaway's good. He's from where I live, but he's not like gonna win you a game. Thomas is out. They have Taysom Hill is a gadget guy, and Winston just has to throw to some. It's tough. I don't think it's gonna be easy. I think they're gonna focus on Kamara, make Winston throw to these guys. I don't think it's gonna help. I just think it's tough. I think they're just gonna be meh, maybe decent, but definitely meh. Titans. Ryan Tannehill is the underrated quarterback. I think he's on the Kirk Cousins level. I think they're both underrated. Derrick Henry, one of the best RBs in the league. Jones can never stay on the field. That's why I'm hesitant. AJ Brown's really solid, but besides those two, the receivers are looking weak, really, really weak. O-line's pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's actually really good. Defense is okay. Kevin Byard's their best player on defense. Bud Dupree's really, really good. I like him a lot. Landry's okay. Simmons, I do like Simmons. I don't know. I just don't think I'm not buying the Titans hype. I'm not even gonna put him at good. I'm just gonna now they have Derrick Henry. I'll put him at good just because they have Derrick Henry, and you know, I think they'll be good. I'll give it to them. I'm not gonna hate on them. I think they'll be good. Giants. I like this team. It's a fun little team to watch. I like I like Daniel Jones. I don't have anything against him. Saquon's the most talented. Him and McCaffrey, two most talented tight ends. Running backs in the league. I like the Galladay pickup a lot. Kadarius Toney, rookie. We'll have to see. Shepard's okay. John Ross, everybody knows his thing. Ingram's pretty good, kind of inconsistent. Really bad O line. These two, I love these two players. Peppers is so fun to watch. Jackson's really fast. Bradbury's locked down. I got a good little secondary. I like it, but they're still gonna be trash. Honestly, I think they'll be trash. Next up for the Colts, big question mark. Wentz and Nelson, both down right now. That's huge. I mean, I thought the team could win the Super Bowl before the year started, especially when you have Darius Leonard and just just a solid defense that just creates turnovers like crazy. I mean, I really like this team a lot. I like Jonathan Taylor a lot. I love the O-line. I love them. I think this is the best trio, honestly. Taylor, Mack, and Hines. I think it might be the best running back trio in football. Zach Pascal's a little underrated. Pittman's good. Campbell's decent. Hilton's still kind of doing his thing. One of the best O-lines in the league, and it just sucks that they're injured right now. If they were completely healthy, I probably don't know. I still probably put them at very good, but I think that they're going to win the AFC North, honestly. That's my prediction. Or sorry, not the AFC North, the AFC South. Alright, up next we got the Broncos. This team's pretty bad. I'm going to kind of go through this one quickly. I'm not sold on Locke. I don't like Gordon that much. I like Sutton a lot, but he's always injured. Patrick's really tall, could be a threat, but he's not the healthiest all the time. Judy and Hamler are really solid. I love Jerry Judy. Fant's really good. He's supposed to break out, but if he doesn't this year, I don't think he will. O-line doesn't really matter. It's okay. The defense is really, really bad, except Von Miller and Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is so underrated, it's crazy. But they're still going to be trash because of the quarterback situation. I think they'll just be trash. Kind of the same thing with the Jets. I'm going to kind of go a little bit faster here. Jets, let's see. The Jets, it's, young quarterback, no really game-changing playmakers. Our line's okay, nothing crazy. Defense is okay. It's just, but not even okay. They're just kind of trash. They're just not a good team. Chargers, let's see the Chargers. Chargers really good. I'm a Herbert believer. I like Eckler. I like it's a good little trio right here. Keenan Allen's amazing. Mike Williams is really good. Our line's solid. Defense it's okay. Derwin James is amazing. Harris is really good still. Bosa is really good. That's a good team. I'll put him at good. Well, yeah, I'll put him at good. That fits. Kansas City, I'm not even gonna go through this. You guys know they're elite. Like, there's no point in me pulling up the depth chart. We all know that. Alright, this is an interesting one. Let's look at the Bengals real quick. Let's see what the Bengals got going on. That's a good team. I like Joe Burrow. I like Mixon. I like Boyd Chase. I love Jamar Chase. Well, actually, no, sorry. I mean, I do like Jamar Chase. I really love T. Higgins. Got a much better line with Williams, and hopefully they can protect Joe Burrow. I really want to see him do good. Defense is kind of suspect. Jesse Bates, not just because he has my name. I think he's one of the best free safeties in football. I think they're gonna be meh. Maybe no, not decent. They'll be meh. Texans trash. I mean, I'm gonna pull up this depth chart. I probably won't even know too many of these. Let's see. I know, and Watson, the whole Watson thing. It's just the locker room thing, and him not being on the field. This is not good. I like the running back trio. Actually, quartet. I like Brandon Cooks a lot. I like Chris Conley. But everybody, it's just bad. I mean, it's just real bad. Zach Cunningham is so underrated. One of my favorite players in the league. So, yeah, it seems kind of bad. This is a trash team, yeah. Alright, 49ers. This is a fun one. This is a real fun one. 49ers, I think, are going to be really good. The whole question is the quarterback, of course. I love Mostert, though. I love the receivers. I actually forgot they had Sanu. I love this little trio. I think it's a really fun trio to watch. Kittle is top 2 tight end in the game. Number 2 probably actually. Love the O-line, love Alex Mack, love Trent Williams, McGlinchey, all of them. You know, they got a pretty good defense, nothing crazy. But you got Shanahan calling the plays. I think they're up in that good. Just because the quarterback, if they had an established quarterback, they'd be very good. But I think that fits them. Rams. Okay, this is actually my pick to win the Super Bowl. No joke. I think this team is absolutely awesome. Stafford finally gets on a team that can actually protect him. And I would say has a run game. That's the only thing is, Cam Akers is hurt, which sucks. But I mean, the receivers and the play calling. I mean, really, honestly, we all know it's the defense. I mean, it's Jalen Ramsey, Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald. It's all them. That's why they're so good. But now they have Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. I think that's perfect. Well, I just think they're really good. I think they could win the Super Bowl. Honestly, I think that's a real big sleeper pick. But that's my pick to win the Super Bowl. And the Panthers, last one. We'll make it quick, I promise. Panthers, I really like this team. I like Darnold. I'm glad he's on another team. DJ Moore's one of my favorite wide receivers in the league. Anderson's so underrated. He puts up numbers. Hubbard's a good little rookie pickup. Defense is okay. Chin's pretty good. They're all just young. They're all young. I think they'll be meh. But anyways, guys, it doesn't even look like it, but that is all 32 teams ranked. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything in the comments. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Like I said, I think the Rams, they'll be the Super Bowl winners. And the worst team, let's go with the Texans. Maybe the Broncos, but I'll go with the Texans. I think that'll be the worst team. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait for the NFL season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it, you know, gave you something to chew on until the NFL season started. But thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.